Hello, hola, bonjour, hello, annyeonghaseyo, ni hao to all SaGa fans all throughout the world. I'm Neil Broadley, I'm the localization director for the SaGa franchise, and today I've got a special guest with me. Can you introduce yourself?
SaGa シリーズのディレクター、河津です。よろしくお願いします。
Yay! So we have Kawazu-san here with us today as a special guest to talk to you a little bit about SaGa Emerald Beyond. And you've probably seen we just released a trailer for Siugnas, one of the protagonists in SaGa Emerald Beyond. But maybe some of you haven't taken a look at the trailer, so in case you haven't, we're going to show it for you first, and then we're going to get into a little bit of a discussion about Siugnas and kind of some of the worlds and stuff we're introducing in SaGa Emerald Beyond. So let's take a look.
The Dismal King counts you among his vassals. Me, dead, the lunacy of it all. So these are to be our opponents? I see. Long have I waited, my friend.
Breaking limits is why I'm a champion.
I want to go to a world where I can be a true hero.
As I said, I'm called Philosopher.
My name is Warrior, but my stanzas are gorier.
You're no mere man. Your head will be mine.
What a privilege for you to have me.
Then let us strike out beyond the guidance of the Emerald Wave. When I awake, I will venture out beyond the door.
All right, so that was pretty cool, huh? We saw a trailer, we saw Siugnas, we saw his gang of merry men, I guess you can call it, for lack of a better way to put it. And yeah, there's a lot going on that we saw in the trailer. So I guess first, I want to ask Kawazu-san, we see Siugnas with his thralls, kind of his entourage of people. How do thralls work in the game? What's this thrall mechanic?
そうですね。セリフの中では家臣って言ってますけれど、最初から家臣なわけじゃないんですよね。最初は共に旅をする仲間と言いますか、どっちかっていうとシグナス自身は後から加わってきた彼らの集団の中に、要は異分子として入ってきて、で、シグナスは実は吸血鬼で闇の王ですので、自ら、彼らを、自分の眷属といいますか、血を吸って、自分の、仲間にしていくっていうのが、実はストーリーの中で展開していくっていうそういうことになります。
Okay, so we see that Siugnas has these kind of allies with him, and then over time they become part of his entourage, his retinue. They become thralls. So how did you settle upon this story for a vampire?
最初から複数の主人公がいる中に、悪役というと変ですけど、ちょっとダークな存在を入れたかったっていうので、そういう主人公を体験することって、なかなか RPG ではない。RPG の主人公だとヒーローだったりするのが普通なので、で世界を救うみたいな、そういうストーリーが多いので、そうじゃない切り口で世界を描きたかったので、ヴァンパイアっていう非常に特殊な属性を持ったキャラクターを主人公として持ってきたっていうことです。
Yes, that's pretty cool. So as you can see, we've got a vampire as our protagonist for one of the retinue members you can put in your party. You can choose to play the game as. And yeah, he's a really unique character, and it kind of explores a different side that we haven't really touched too much upon in SaGa. But that's not all that we revealed. You saw the trailer, but we also revealed some new information about some of the worlds that are coming in SaGa Emerald Beyond. And let's go take a look at a few of those worlds. And so one of the worlds that we introduced in SaGa Emerald Beyond is a world known as Brightholme. And this world, I'm told, is very important to Siugnas' story. Is that the case?
この世界はですね、モチーフがありまして、グラズハイムですね、オーディンが住むオーディンの、死んだ戦士たちが集まる館、グラズハイムというんですけど、それを、ストレートに英訳したのが、してブライトムと名前にしたんですけど、この世界にも、そういうオーディンに、相当する王様がいまして、で、いろんな世界で死んだ英雄たちを集めて、で、この世界に押し寄せてくる混沌の敵と戦わせているんですね。そういう世界です。
So we've got this world that we find ourselves in, and there's a struggle between chaos and the forces of light, and how we kind of navigate this is central to the entire story. And this is the world that Siugnas finds himself in originally, is that correct?
そうですね。はい。
Yeah, so that's one of the first places you'll explore if you start as Siugnas. You'll kind of see how his story unfolds. And yeah, so it's kind of a very Norse-inspired world, Norse mythology and stuff like that. So if you're into that kind of aesthetic or that kind of story background, it's one of the worlds that I think you'll find a lot to enjoy in. So let's take a look at the next world. We've got the Crow Realm. The Crow Realm. So this is kind of a very desert-themed world. And I understand there's a lot of stuff going on here with mechs. Is that the case?
このクロレールという世界はもともとすごく自然豊かな世界だったんですけれども、戦争を始めてしまって、どういう原因なのかはもう誰ももうわからないんですけれど、戦争をするためにいろんな機械を作って、でその機械同士が戦争して世界は荒廃してしまってというで、壊れた機械が残っていたり、壊れてない機械がまだ戦っていたり、そんな世界なんですよね。
Okay, so it's kind of this dystopian landscape of war ravaging a world, and what the ravages of war can wreak on a world. And I'm looking at this key art that we have here that was drawn as kind of, an art background for the game. And we see kind of two scarecrows. We can put them up on the screen. There are kind of two scarecrows in this artwork. Are scarecrows kind of part of this world too?
当然今砂漠で、カラスも一番も飛んでないんですけれども、かつてはおそらく、豊かな世界で、カラスが来るのを避けるためにカカシがあちこちに立っていたんだと思うんですけれど、もう今となってはカラスもいなければ、緑の、畑も、何もない状態で、カカシたちも自分たちがなんで、スケアクローなのか、クローって何っていうようなそんな世界になってしまってるんですけど、で、この世界に住んでる人たちもカカシって一体何なのか、何のためにいるのかもう誰もわからない。でそういう中でのカカシたちはなんていうんですかね、ちょっと特殊な存在としてこの世界で、に存在してるんですね。
So we got this desert world, and it's got scarecrows, and it's got mechs, and it's just this whole variety of stuff that you can kind of see in the Chrome when you get there. So maybe you'll discover the secrets behind the mechs in the Chrome when you visit, and maybe you'll figure out why these scarecrows are here and why they're so friendly with us. So when you actually get your hands on the game, make sure to check it out. And so, of course, we talked about Siugnas, and what would we would be remiss if we didn't talk about the world that Siugnas is actually from, the world of Yomi. And so this is the last world we want to introduce to you today in our video introducing Siugnas and kind of a little bit about his story. And so Yomi is kind of this very dark world ruled by the King of Darkness, the Dismal King we call him. And so we know that Siugnas is originally from this world. So what is the Dismal King? What is his role in this world?
この国自体が、闇の世界、闇の者が住んでいる闇の世界なんですけど、最初に、まずシーグナスがこの世界に現れて、そして闇の者を生んで、闇の者が生まれて、で闇の国が出来上がっていった。どちらかといえばその闇の国があったから闇の国が生まれたのではなくて、闇の王がいたから闇の国が生まれたっていう、そういう世界なんですね。だから全てが闇の王のために存在している、そういう世界です。
So we can see that Siugnas is kind of the central figure, and he's kind of the fulcrum around which the whole entire world revolves. So it's a pretty cool experience. If you saw our Let's Play video that we did a few weeks back, you saw that we explored Yomi, and we saw that there were a bunch of watchtowers with different wardens. So what's the deal with these wardens? They're kind of themed after the 7 deadly sins. Is there some kind of meaning to that, or how'd you go with this kind of naming for it?
闇の世界にとっては滞在悪徳っていうのは実は悪ではなくて、善なんですね。彼らの立場からは逆のもので、そういう滞在こそが世界を構成している。そういうシンボルとして、この世界が本当に闇の世界なんだってことをシンボライズするために、悪徳の塔を置いてその闘士たちを置きました。
So we heard it themselves. Sins are good in this world. So if you like gluttony, you'll love this place. So it's just one of the 17 worlds you can visit in SaGa Emerald Beyond. And if you play as Siugnas, as your first character, you'll kind of experience a little bit about what's behind the world, what's the secrets behind this world. So Kawazu-san, thank you very much for coming for today. thank you all for watching the video. We've got more coming up. We are both on Twitter. You can follow us on Twitter. I'll link our accounts down in the description below. And remember, SaGa Emerald Beyond releases April 25th, 2024, just a couple short months from now. So yeah, we hope to see you playing the game in just a few short months, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time. Goodbye.